Good morning, everyone. How are we all going today? So, today is the 6th of May. So, we're moving along fast. Hi, Holly. How are you going? Hope you are well. So, it's the 6th of May and it's a Tuesday here in Australia. My name's Suzie Dee and I'm a Stampin' Up operator in Australia. So if you are in Australia, hi Kim, how you going? Lovely to see you both here, Holly and Kim. Thank you for joining. If you're a demonstrator in Australia, I can help you out. No problems whatsoever. So if you don't have a distributor, I can help you with anything Stampin' Up. So papers, inks, stamps, dies, whatever. So I can help you with those products. If you are overseas and you see something you like and you want it, I can always find out from Stampin' Up where the nearest demonstrator is to you. So any questions about anything, if I don't know the answer, I will find it for you. Now, this morning's so exciting, isn't it? The 6th. So we've got our new catalogue. And guess what? I can actually show you inside of it today. So when we go down to the desk, I will show you a few things that are in the new catalogue. It's very, very exciting. So I just want to go over a couple of things with you before we go down to the desk. Now, our 3-day virtual workshop, that will be live to order your kit on the 28th of May. So I'm actually saving my rewards up to towards my virtual workshop. So I have never done scrapbooking. So it's new for me and it's going to be a learning curve. So anybody out there that is interested in learning to scrapbook can do this because it's for demonstrators and it's also for customers. So what will happen is on the 28th of May, there will be a link in our webpage that you can go and buy the 3-day virtual workshop. So it is a one-off price of $435. That will give you everything you need to do 12 double layouts of scrapbooking. So you just need to purchase the kit and then that puts you in the class. So the classes will be the 17th and 19th of July. So it is going to be a closed Facebook page. So anybody who hasn't bought the kit won't get access to it. So I think it's a really good deal if you're wanting to learn, or if you're already an avid scrapbooking person, it's going to be an awesome workshop. Okay, the other awesome thing that's happening today, and it's the best I've seen, is our new starter kit. So if you want to join Stampin' Up, now is the time to do it. Honestly, I've only been in it for a year and a half, but I have never seen this offer before. So the offer is you get $303 worth of product and you only pay $169. So you can put all this new stuff in a starter kit. And then once you've joined, you can go right back in and order other things and get a 20% discount. And who doesn't like a discount? So I know I do. Plus, you'll get your reward points now with the new reward system. When you go into, you just need to click on my, I've done it again, click on my shop with me and go in and order your products. You will get reward points. As I said, I'm saving mine up for the scrapbooking kit. Those reward points will keep rolling over for 12 months. So you don't have to use them with the next order. You can leave them and let them mount up. If you're wanting a cut and emboss machine or anything like that that is, expensive, save your reward points up for them. It's just a great way of getting things that you want. So, but that's all I'm going to say. Let's go down to the mat. I don't want to bore you silly with all my chit chat. So we'll go down on the mat. There we go. Look at this. If anybody needs a catalogue in Australia, if you've already bought from me, then I will be sending you one of our new catalogues out. If you haven't ordered with me, see, look at this one. Look at the bright. The papers. So if you haven't bought one from me, it is a $10 fee because that's what it costs me to post it. Now, you'll notice in the front here, and I've had a lot of people say it, but it's not really. In the beginning, scrap. These are the kits, and they're really good, especially if you've got children in the school holidays. Now, the first thing you come to before cards is scrapbooking workshop kits, right? And a lot of people have said that it's more prone to scrapbooking than it is to card making, just because these are in the front. But you can use these to make cards. I had the Secret Sea, which was a scrapbooking workshop, and I did a whole week of card making with it so that you could see that you can make cards out of these scrapbooking workshops. You don't have to use them for scrapbooking. So really, as a card maker, we have a double shot. So don't be afraid of using them to make cards with. All right. I'm just going to flick through a couple of pages. So as you can see, it's all laid out now, colour-coded, papers and designer series papers, adhesive, so it gives you all the adhesives in one place, which is great, and cards. This one I got off on stage, so I must make it. Oops, there. So it looks gorgeous, so I must make something up with it. And they show you different ways. You've always got examples. See this one, that's Celebrity Slips, I think it's called, Sips. You've got your papers, you've got your cardstock, you've got your stamps. So you need to have it is a good idea, Kim. And also, just to let you know, with our 5th colour, which was the cloud cover, they had a problem with it not taking on the big pads. So we do have re-inkers for it. Unfortunately, with the problem it's having, they're not going to release it in the big. Yeah, I love that tree one too. They're not going to release it in the big stamp pads. They do have some which will only be for demonstrators to buy because it's not sitting right. But what you can do is we sell blank ink spots. So you can buy them with nothing on. I don't know if they've got it here. No. And use the re-inker and use the cloud cover like that. So unfortunately, they decided it's not good enough to put out. You do. I got that one on stage, but I've got to use it yet. I haven't, maybe next week. So you can buy these plain, buy the re-inker and put it on, and you've got the colour. So that's the way, unfortunately, it's going to be, and they won't sell something that's not right. So that's what's happening. So I'll show you our card today. So this is our card today. I just put that there, but it's not really, didn't print right, but I just put it up there for now. So we're using Secret Sea, and this is just a lighter blue. That's one of the older colours. And Strawberry Splash is for the paper here. So, and then I'm showcasing the, what is it called? Oh. I can't think what it's called. I'll have to find it. It's not the gallery. It's gone out of my head. And I can't even find the stamp set. So, thank you. So what is this? This die set. And I wish I could find mine. So, when you want something, you can't pick it up. So this is what it cuts out. So you've got this gorgeous piece. Absolutely beautiful. This one I've done, this is in cloud cover, and it's one of our new ones, and I'll show you. I had it here yesterday because I was working on a card. My things disappear. This is absolutely gorgeous. you love the ribbon. So this is, I'll tell you, flower garden foil. So you have two, this is cloud cover, and you had two different designs. So I've used all this one with the flower print on. Can you see it? So there's the flower print, then there's this hexagon, well, not even hexagon type, and this one is look at this red, isn't it gorgeous? So the colours in this are cloud cover, pretty in pink, and strawberry slush. How gorgeous is this paper? And you get two of each. So as I said, I've already used the flower one in the cloud cover up. So I know, it's really frustrating when you can't find when you can't find your stamp set that you've used. And I can't for the life of me think of what it's called. I've got every other stamp. That's it, memorable blooms. God, I don't know. They are beautiful colours, Kim. Yeah, so we're looking at this beautiful die set. I picked it up and put it down again. Yeah, there we go. So this is absolutely gorgeous. Now this one I cut out, and you get these beautiful pieces. You only get one underneath if you put the two together, and then you can put this one in and just get this gorgeous die. I just love it. I've used this so much. And then, of course, you've got your other dies that cut out the big flower and cut out the small flower. I know, Kim, it's hilarious, isn't it? And you've got the leaves. That in there. I've got a few little bits and pieces in this little here that I cut out, and if I cut extra out, I put them in here, and that way then I can have a look and find something that maybe I can use. So this is our card today. So I still want to, oh, and that's fallen out. I still want to keep this beautiful die as the center of the card, and then I've put things behind it and below it, trying to make it. Hello, Deborah, how are you going? Lovely to see you. Behind it. So this is what we're aiming for today. and I didn't do an insert on that yet, but we will do today. So let's see what we've got. So I used the Starstruck embossing folder, but I think I want to use another one today. I used the Demis one yesterday. And that is a beautiful embossing folder. So I thought I might do something different. Now this one is like a crosshatch. So I think I might use that one today. I've got distressed tiles, but I think that one's going to take too much away from our card, and I don't want that. So let's see if I can get through it and not put the card front upside down again. Hey? That was so embarrassing. Thank you to Debbie for her advice, which worked out really well. So we're going to just fold our card base. And my card base, unless I'm actually doing a font folder or something that is different, my card base is 5 3/4 by 8. We want to give that a nice crease, so I'll put that there. So that's for our insert inside. This was the colour I'm using, just adds a little bit of border around it, and then I'm going to put the pink on top of it. I need to trim that down a bit, which I will do I do. Yesterday, I did my live, as you know. Now, this is one of the pack of 3. So, it's a 3D one. You can tell that because it's thicker than the normal ones. And there was 3 in a pack. So, this is one of them. I've never used it, so let's see what happens, what the effect's like. And that's why this is all cut up, so that, because oops, there it goes on the floor. Okay, so it's a 3D. Oh, it doesn't take long for these plates to bow, does it? So we don't want those. We want our base plate. Get that in, and I need my grey plate. Now, see, I can use all of these plates on this big one. So I only have one 3D plate. Help if I open it, doesn't it? Okay, so don't ever roll these back, because if you bring them back, they will end up sitting like that, and you'll have ruined your embossing folder. So always use your closed edge first, and only one way. Don't do it both ways. So I keep trying to find a way that everything I use will sit close to me, so I don't have to keep running around trying to find things. So this will then go on here like that. Okay, now I'll cut some things. I cut some things out ready, but I might have to do some more, I'm not sure yet. And I got a couple of little pink flowers, so we can put those down there. Yeah, as I was saying, I was designing this card after I finished my live yesterday, and I actually got out of the craft room at 4:30. So just in time to make dinner. So we're going to go with this. Now we're going to cut this down because I want it to sit like with just a tiny little bit of a frame going around it. So we'll see what we've got. This frame should be so that one should be 3 3/4, but it's not quite 3 3/4. And this is one I already had done. By 5 1/2. Let's see how it fits. So the main thing when it's on here, and I think I'll have to cut another piece. That would be all right. That will be fine. So what have we got? We've got 3 1/2. Okay, so I want to cut this down a bit. So that one's 3 1/2. So I want to go to that fraction side. Five 1/2. Still a fraction off. Okay, so there we are. Put that away. So we'll put this on our mat. I was a naughty girl, I didn't put my glue gun away properly. So when you emboss, it is always best to use a little bit of extra glue, mainly because once you emboss, you break the... Yes, I do, inches, yeah. Old school. That's right, yeah. I still feet and inches, you know, and I still do my cooking the same way as well. Pounds and ounces. And when we came to Australia and had to change to the dollar instead of the pound, oh, it was pretty hard work trying to... I was 16 when I came out here. So I had to relearn to the money side of it. And it's just feet and inches have always been there. So I guess I always did it. I was too lazy to learn centimetres. So that was it. So we've got our pink stuck to our mat. And I'm going to put this on. And I'm going to glue it down because it would be too fiddly to try and put dimensionals on it. So we'll pop other stuff up. So the one thing I like about this gun is it does the little bits as well. So you can just put blobs of glue where you want them. And the one thing with using glue on is that you don't want to... I'm going to put it on the edge of that pink. You don't want it to squish out because of the foil on it. It would actually ruin the foil. So you only want... See, that's a little bit squished out there. So you only want little bits of glue here and there. And I didn't want it all cut down, see? So I have got some there. So we'll do a dry run. I'm going to put these two up here like that. Now I might cut that so that oops. I stuck it down. I should have put this one in under it, but that's okay because we can put it around like that and we can cover that with a flower. So I was thinking maybe the two like that, sort of overlapping each other a bit. And then I'm going to put these beautiful flowers down here. Okay, now I want one of those leaves out of the, you can use a bit of that. Where are they? Oh, there they go. So one of these leaves can go down here and under the cloud cover. So the only thing you got to remember is that you can just slightly go over the side there, like that. So we've got that so far. Now, I thought I had more gold, but it looks like I don't. So I might have to cut one of those. So I'm going to put some of this beautiful gold in. I'll cut another one because what I want to do is I can push it in behind there, maybe like that. Another piece coming up here. Really? That's how you roll. I love that. So we're going to put that, and I want one higher than the other. And as I say, that will sit under our flower like that. Put our glue in its holder. I need to do some of that pretty gold look at that, isn't it gorgeous? Love sparkles. So this one is Peach Pie, Petunia Pop, Pretty in Pink, Shamrock, Shy Shamrock, and Summer Splash, which was the 2004 to the 2006 glitter in colours. So you know now that you can go and order from the catalogue. It's terribly bowed, isn't it? Oh, I've got it here. So I'll cut a couple of pieces of that out. Push that through. This is great when you've got more than one die, and you can do other things as well. And pull that out. Now, the other day, I've moved it, I was looking all over for a piece that I knew I'd cut out, right? Couldn't find it anywhere. And it was stuck to the bottom of the plate. So I was looking all over for it and couldn't find it anywhere. So there's our other piece. Put this back on here. Now I thought of something while I was doing that, and I can't think what it was. It's gone straight out of my head. Oh well, it'll come back if it's to be used. Oops. So here we go, because it did pick my flowers up, didn't it? So we got those two there. We've got flowers there. I'm going to put one of these big gold pieces under there, and it will come in the middle of the two of the cloud cover. So we've got that. Oh, yes, for tomorrow. It's good you've got a list to go for. I end up putting it all in my cart ready, and then throughout the time I either take things out or put things in if something else comes out that I want there. So it goes backwards and forwards a bit. So now we're going to do some card dissecting. So that we can put some down here at the bottom. And we can fill this out with pieces. One thing about an Avid card is you can put as much as you want on it. And I love filling them up. Sometimes you can only go so far because then it starts looking awful. And that's why I like to do a dry run, so I can get an idea of how it's going to look. It might not go back exactly the same, but at least I get an idea. So I'll snip that one off there. And that one can go in there. And you can play around with colour with it, you know, what you want to do and that. And at least then you're not sticking it down and then thinking, oh, I didn't like that there. I didn't do this one real well, did I? Shall have to poke out bits. I was just thinking, that one's going to go down. And then that one can go up over it like that. And then this other one can go underneath and add that there. Now we've got to put a bow on too. So what do you think? Is it starting to look good? You're starting to understand my thought process. I love Avid cards. The more I can fit on, the better. So and I don't design them all at once. So I don't do a week's worth of cards because, because it might change. I might think of something else that I want to do and not that one. So I never do a whole load of cards one after the other. I like to be able to change my mind. So if I've already said to you, I'm going to do this card for a week, then I do that card for a week. Oh, sorry, the stamp set. So I do the stamp set for a week, but I never do all the cards for that week because things might change. All right, let's start putting it together. Now, some are going to be popped up and some are going to be glued down. So I'm going to put that one along the side. I can go a little bit over here because I've got the card. So we can pop that there. Another thing I usually don't do is I don't stick it all down. So I like it to look like it's moving. I just want to stick this one. I'm moving it. So I still want this to show. I still want this to be the thing that people, or the part, the cutout that everybody looks at and thinks, oh, that's gorgeous. So I've only caught it up so far. So I only stick it up so far. And I'm just thinking, I want this to be in the middle of the two cloud cover ones. So I think I'm going to put that in now. I didn't do that before. I wondered what was wet, what I was leaning on. So again, just the tiniest bits of glue. And just on the bottom of it. So see how it sort of shadows the other leaves? So that's what we want. And we're going to take another piece. Only this one we're going to move over a little bit. And I'm going to make it a little bit higher. But I'm going to bring it from this side so that we don't hide this part of our die. So again, I'm just putting little dots of glue, just the tiniest bit that I can do. Okay. Then I'm going to line it up with these leaves here because I'm coming up again. But I'm pulling it up because I want it to go further. So I want this gold piece to be sort of threaded through. Now if you want, you can put a dab of glue if you want to put that one down, but I prefer to have it so that it looks like it's moving. Now this one I'm going to put under here, but I'm going to pull it down. Right? So that will hang there like that. And I'm going to glue this bit down. And again, just putting a little bit of glue on the bottom. And also I want to be able to stick things under there. That's another reason I only do a little bit of glue at the bottom, because if I want to put something under it, I can. Now we're going to pop up our flowers. I don't want them showing. So the same again, I want to be able to pop things under this flower. So this flower is going to hide all that where we've stuck down these leaves. Okay. And again, we're going to add the second flower and we're going to pop it up. So these big leaves here are facing that way. So I want these to face this way. And I want to just clip that lot of leaves just under the other lot. And once again, we can put things underneath. Sometimes you might have glued in the, put the glue dot in the wrong place and you can't get where you want to. And I look for the best place that I can put it. Again, just a blob. But we'd left a thing in there. No. So see how that's only going to the point there? And that's about where you want it to go. Got hitchhikers. So I can get that one there. And I can put this one up there so it looks like it's a double leaf. I'm just loving this glue gun. I reckon I'd save so much on glue just alone. Because you lose, I mean, I put my Tombow in there. I empty my Tombow into the bottle. And because it's got a fine nozzle, I only need to put a little blob. See, that's about all that you can see. But it's not focusing. No, it's not focusing. So then I want to add these gold pieces. Might as well use that glue up. Add a bit more. I'd seen people in America, probably Kim, because I've always done some sort of craft, whether it's sewing. My mother taught me to sew when I was about 11, how to use a machine and that. And I've done different things throughout my life, like macrame, tapestries. This one's not going to let me get under there. So I started off at an early age doing things. I had to darn socks and different things like that Mum taught us to do. God bless her soul. And then once Mum had taught us to sew, I went on to other things. So I guess the only thing I can't do, or I shouldn't say the only thing, is draw. I cannot draw for the life of me. Stickmen, yeah, I can do those. But as far as drawing goes, no, I can't do it. So as you see, most of this is just stuck in. It's just looking where you think it needs it. I'm going to put my bow on. Because I want something else down here. Yep, lost it. Ribbon scissors. So these I only keep for ribbon. I love this ribbon. Absolutely gorgeous. And you know, you can colour this ribbon. So depending on what colour your card is, you can make this ribbon that colour. So the reason I'm putting this ribbon in now is because I want to see what room I've got down the bottom. You can't draw either. No, neither can I, Holly. Do lots of other things, but I can't draw. Long scissors. My oldest son, Paul, when he was a teenager, could draw some beautiful things. He drew a galleon, a ship, and it was just so intricate and so good. He was really good at it. And I said to him, go to a drawing school. Yes, you can colour this ribbon, depending on what you've got, what colour your card is. You can draw this. You can. I'm just going to put looking for it, and it's out here. So I'm just going to put this stuck to my lid. So I'm going to put my middle where my knot is. I'll show you in a minute, Kim. And I'm going to put it there, like that. Now, for that ribbon, Kim, I'll just cut a bit off. Just absolutely gorgeous. I love this ribbon. So, say I wanted a red. What have we got? Oh, melon mambo. So I'd use the thick head. Wow, that's awesome holly. On a piece of scrap paper. I can add the rubbish bin. So all you should do is use your flat of your thick end of your blend. And see? Now, your sheer ribbons like this, and we've got a couple of them, can be coloured. What you can also do, if I can quickly show you, I might just do another bow and show you. I'll just show you something else that you can do with these ribbons too. I'll just do one bow and not a double bow. I'll just show you what you can do. So I lent this off another demonstrator that a lady from Canada, showed her on stage. and Denise showed us all here. You're most welcome. My pleasure. So I'm just going to heat up, so it might be a bit noisy. And I'm going to take a picture. And I'm going to hold that down. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to just hold it there. If it's a bit hot, that's why you need something to hold it down. So see how the ribbon's crinkled? So you could only do it on these sheer ribbons, but you can crinkle a ribbon up. And that gives you another dimension for your cards. Isn't that awesome? And Denise showed us how to do it. The lady in the States that's shown her how to do it. No, in Canada it was. In Canada. Showed her. So, yeah. Always learning new tricks, hey? So, I want that there. I'll trim those ends off in a minute. I'm going to dissect this one. It is, isn't it, Holly? That was one of our demonstrators that was at on stage. The lady showed her how to do it. And then on one of Denise's lives, she showed us how to do it. I'm just going to take this bit. So you're adding dimension every time when you put different bits and pieces in. I only want a little bit because I want to put it under there. I just wanted to bring the colour here down here. I'm going to trim. It is awesome, isn't it? Going to trim those ends off. And you see how this one is sticking up? I'm going to get a glue dot. And I'm going to roll it up. And I want that ribbon to sort of sit flat a bit. So I'm going to put a glue dot where I want it to sit underneath it. So I think we've got enough there. It is about layering, Kim. Yes. So put that back in there because I might need it. So we're going to glue this now to our card base. And you've got quite a bit of weight sitting on that sitting on the front here of the Okay, so now we want to do an insert. I don't think I've got another pink one. Oh, or a little pink flower I could put in. Oh, that's too big. So we've got to look for a sentiment too. So I'm not going to put a sentiment on here. So I'm going to make my sentiment inside the card. All right, for that one. I've got to do one for that one too. So we could do You Mean the World to Me. You've been on my mind. I appreciate your thoughtfulness. Just checking I put it on the right way today. That was so embarrassing yesterday. So I think You've Been on My Mind is a nice one. And now I know I got this strawberry. Oh, there we are. Slush. I could have used Secret Sea. Well, I thought I might use this. I just want to check this. Get a bit of paper out of the bin. Yep. It's been on my mind. And I think in Secret C, look, that was clever, wasn't it? Where's me? Plopped it on there. I don't know. So what we're going to do, I always keep some hand sanitizer. Don't need to get it on my card. So I'm going to take this little flower no, it's not going to stick. Gently. I'm going to put that down in the corner. Okay. And then I'm just going to use so I used Moody Mauve, which as most of you know would be going out. It's a shame because I like this colour. How did you do that? I'm using dark bubble bath. I'm just going put that around. Oh, sorry to hear that, Kim. I hope they'll be home soon and there wasn't anything too serious. So I'm using light and dark. Old Olive. Just to do these leaves. I'm sending you big hugs, Kim. Send you lots of love and hugs. Now I'm going to take this one and I'm just going to fill in these. Okay, get those out the way. This out the way. And I need I thought I might have one here, but I haven't. Oh, the dog's deserted me now. So I'm going to put a piece of Secret Sea. And that will be 5.5. By 3 3/4. Oops. Now, I want this to sit in here, but ooh, I'm going to have to chop a bit off. So this one was 3 3/4, wasn't it? I don't want to cut our flower. So I'm going to take it to 3 11/16. And this one should have been 5.5. I want to take it less than that, though, I think. I don't think that's right, is it? Hey? Had it on the wrong one. So I just want a tiny bit. That should do it. So I just took about another 1/8 of an inch off. Oh, that's good, Kim. Yeah, it's hard when yeah, with you there, Holly, I suffer from chronic pain too. I have done since the 80s. I had a spine operation, an operation on my spine after a car accident. So I hear you. And anything that keeps us occupied if we're in pain or something that's going on in our life, yeah, crafting helps. I really agree. So we'll put it, I'm just going to put a bit of Wink of Stella on here. So I really think adding the colour of the card onto the back of your insert pieces just gives it to that next dimension, and it looks gorgeous, I think. It's just that added. So we want those to sit down a bit. Now, gems. So what, on this one, I use these little ones here, which are adhesive backed sequins. So I use them on there. But it didn't, I don't know, it gives it shimmer. And I haven't done the flowers on this or sprayed it with our Wink of Stella. So I'm looking for something that's pink. That one's a bit big, I think. I don't want anything that's big. Now we do have, where did I just see them? We do have our in colours, which would be good to put on. Pills. No, where are they? Oh. I think these would look nice on there. We've got cloud cover. Them up there. So these are the in colours. Flat pearls. So I think I could go the yellow, Darling Duckling or whatever it's called. And that would actually look like the centre of the flower. Look, it's on my finger. And I think we'll use one large one. And I'll put that up there. That makes the odd number. Now, I'll do our Winker Stella. And I'm going to put it on our flowers. I'm going to put it on our leaves too. Sorry if it's out of range there. Not feeling that one's empty. I know I've got two. I was looking at it and I thought that's not coming out. Actually, I've got three somewhere as well. Got another one there. And we'll spritz it. And we'll go over these. I'm going and I'm thinking that's not coming out. I think this one's nearly empty too. I got another one open somewhere. You never have too much glitter. Sparkles. Okay. What's the darker one called? This one is Secret Sea. The dark colour. Secret Sea and Strawberry Slosh. I've turned it round. Slush, I think it is. Yep. Strawberry Slush. And the dark one is Secret Sea. So I'll come back up. That's our card for today. You can see the the sparkle on it. I don't know if you can see it or not. And then inside, I'll come back up to the top. There we go. That's our card for today. Another Avid card. So that we'll have to think of something for tomorrow. So that's what I'll be doing when I sign off here. Now, if you like my content, please give me a like, share it with your other crafty friends if you can, or just to Facebook. Ring the notification bell, which will give you notice when I'm on. You're welcome, Holly. My pleasure. So I go live Monday to Friday at 10:30. That's Australian time, Queensland time. So I always put a notification up to let you know that I'm going live. So you will get that notification. So I want to thank you for coming in and crafting with me. It's always a pleasure. I love it. It's something it's just in my blood, I think. But I love doing beautiful cards. Oh, Kim, that's lovely. I've enjoyed hanging out with you as well, with all of you. It makes my day to see people enjoying and chatting, because we have people here from Australia, but we also have people from overseas as well that pop in and see us, like Holly and Kim. So it's really, people are absolutely beautiful. So if you're hanging back in the background and watching, that's fine. But if you want to come in and have a chat, come and have a chat. There's always somebody here to chat with you, and the conversations are great. You get tips as well. And sometimes you might just want somebody else to talk to, or, be there instead of sitting on your own. So, yeah, come in, say hello. Tomorrow I'll be back 10:30 with another Avid card. I've just got what's it all over me now. And then Thursday is our flashback. So Thursday's card, I didn't know I had it. I didn't know I had this die. It was only when I was sorting through things that I found it. So, and I believe from what Sue said the other day, it is one from 2002 to 2003 catalogue. So it's quite an old one, but it is a beautiful one too. Good night, Holly. Have a good sleep. All right, I'm going to go. I'm going to let you, hopefully you all have a wonderful day. Enjoy it. I've enjoyed you coming in to see me, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now. Have a great